What's up, African Fight Fam? It's your boy JB back at it again with the African Fighters podcast, and today it's your favorite boy, straight out of Houston. What's up, Yagi? Welcome back.
What's up? Thank you for having me back.
All right, you're welcome, my brother. You're welcome, and yeah, I remain your humble host, Jabril from Nottingham, England, and today we are going to be talking about some hot topics of what's going on with African fighters around the world. I just went on the internet, scoured Twitter, find some topic points that we should talk about, and the first one it's none other than uh, the hot topic right now, which is Khamzat Chimaev. That every time his name comes up now, it has to be involved with Kamaru Usman. So background: Khamzat Chimaev won the UFC 273 fight against Gilbert Burns, and going into that fight, there were a lot of questions about what are we gonna see from Chimaev? What should we expect from Chimaev? What type of fighter he is? Because we haven't seen enough. And behold, after the fight, we had so many answers. Even what we did not think we were going to get answered about, we saw everything, we heard everything, and now we kind of understand to an extent who or what type of fighter Chimaev is. So that obviously is going to get people talking, and that obviously is going to get people talking about the champion of that division, who is Kamaru Usman. And after the fight, as a Nigerian, I do understand Nigerian banter. So our boy Kamaru Usman was on his Instagram story posting some cryptic messages. He was just vibing in his car, this time even looking more happy than usual, right? With his pound for pound talk. You guys already know Yagi is the president of Kamaru Usman fan club. He knows what I'm talking about. So then Kamaru Usman was invited to TMZ Sport or TMZ Sports. He was having an interview with them, and obviously they would ask about Chimaev, and he remained or really said what he has always said. When Chimaev gets to that position, they will talk about it. And right now, Chimaev has obviously sat down in the table, right? In the table of challengers, title challengers. He's currently ranked at number 3 in the welterweights. So obviously, Kamaru Usman would now have to pay attention to him. Yeah. And Usman did mention that he watched the fight very closely, right? As we all did. And he did mention something that piqued my interest, where he was like, Chimaev should not let the hype get to him. And Chimaev obviously has started to let the hype get to him. You can tell by his performance against Gilbert Burns. My question to you, Yagi, is that statement by Kamaru Usman about the hype, sense or no sense?
It makes a 100% sense. It makes 100% sense because Chimaev came in with the hype, with the expectation of running through Gilbert. The media has built him up as this god who just comes, carry people up, throw them on the floor, punch people, and he fell into the hype. He was talking about how he was going to beat Leon Edwards and Usman same night. He was talking about how he was going to be a 3 division champ. So, and I think Usman also said the media can lift you up and then drop you as quick as possible. So don't get enamored by the hype because he went in there thinking, okay, I'm just going to run through Gilbert. But he almost got himself in trouble in that fight. And he exposed a lot in that fight, listening to the media. So makes sense.
All right, so that actually does make sense when you put it that way. So would you say, because obviously you watched that interview, would you say that did you see a more confident Kamaru Usman when it comes to like fighting Gilbert Burns, or did you say did anything change in the demeanor of Kamaru Usman?
I think Usman is a lot more comfortable now with the Chimaev talk because before, whenever they ask him about Chimaev, his answer has always been he's done best with the work that has been presented to him, the competition that has been presented to him. And he wasn't, pushing Chimaev down or putting him on a pedestal. He just said, hey, with the competition he's done his job. But now with someone like Burns, you've been able to see, and this is Usman knows Burns inside and out. They've trained for like 8 years together. So he's been able to watch Chimaev. How does Chimaev react to pressure? How does he react to when he gets hit? How does he react to when he thinks that the fight is going his way? So he's been able to see a bigger picture of Chimaev. Like in the first four fights, Chimaev was only hit once. So you really can't tell, okay, is this guy really for real? Now you know he's for real, but you also know he's human. So I think Usman has seen that, and Usman is like, all right, let's keep watching him. If he comes up to the throne, then we can sort that out.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, generally now, everybody wants to see Gilbert Burns, sorry, Chimaev versus Kobe Covington fight. Dana White mentioned it even before the fight, saying if Chimaev wins, it's gonna be Kobe next. I know that you despise Kobe Covington, right? I,
Mm-hmm.
I know that you don't care too much for Covington. So, if Covington fights Gilbert Burns, obviously that would be a number one contender fight again. That's either
Yeah.
gonna make the trilogy of Kobe Covington and Usman, because now Belal Mohammed just removed Vincente Luque from the title picture, and
Mm-hmm.
if Chimaev wins, there's no questions about him being the number one contender now, or the person challenging
Mm-hmm.
for the fight. So my I guess what I'm trying to ask you is what would you rather see? A trilogy with Kobe Covington or a Chimaev versus Usman? And and I know that we're not trying to overlook Leon Edwards, because clearly Leon Edwards is
Mm-hmm.
next. Both guys have said Leon Edwards is next. I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just using the amateurish approach. Like, let's assume Kamaru Usman beats Leon Edwards, right? That would be like 16 and 0. He would obviously get to the Anderson Silva record, and then his next fight will
Mm-hmm.
be breaking the Anderson Silva record. Would you rather him break the record of Anderson Silva with a trilogy with Kobe Covington, or a fight with Chimaev?
You said something that I don't like Kobe. Yes, I don't like Kobe, but I'm not stupid to his skill set. I personally think Kobe can beat Chimaev, especially in a five-round fight. Chimaev is a very emotional fighter. And Kobe, in the build up to this fight, Kobe doesn't have a line. He will go over that line. He will step on the line. He will talk about Chimaev's mom. He'll talk about Chimaev's dad. He'll talk about Russia. He'll talk about Kadyrov. He will talk about everything under the sun. Chimaev is going to go into that fight trying to knock Kobe out. What happens when you can't knock Kobe out? You gas out. And now 25 minutes against someone like Kobe. I do not want him to fight Kobe because Kobe is going to beat him. Kobe might finish him. I'm being serious. What is he going to do? Out wrestle Kobe? No. Kobe's a wrestler. Kobe's been wrestling since he was 4 years old. Chimaev was getting tired against Burns. Kobe doesn't get tired. Look at Mazda. Mazda no fit walk after that fight. Stay away from Kobe. Let Kobe talk, talk, talk. Let Kobe go and fight Burns. Let Chimaev fight Belal.
Hmm,
Let them fight. They are going to Abu Dhabi, right? Let them fight. Make that a five-round fight.
hmm.
I think Chimaev can beat Belal because Belal is not a better striker. And I think Chimaev can do to Belal what he did to Li Jinliang. So that hype resurrects. Because, okay, how will Belal beat Chimaev? Is he
Bilal
going to
has
wrestle
Bilal ha-
Chimaev?
Bilal has tremendous wrestling. People keep on forgetting that Chimaev missed weight by a lot when he fought Li Jingyang, so he was quite stronger than Li in that fight. And also, Bilal's wrestling is very, very good. I think
Do you think
I don't I
Belal
don't
can
think
out wrestle Chimaev?
I think that fight, the wrestling will just cancel each other, and they'll start stand and bang. And obviously, yeah, Chimaev has kind of looks like he has better striking, but I don't see him dragging Bilal Muhammad to the ground. But I'm just
Okay,
gonna,
so
yeah, yeah. Do you want to finish your point?
yeah, I think Chimaev is a better option for Usman, but not Chimaev off Burns. I wanted Chimaev off Belal. Because the way that fight comes, regardless of how that fight goes, I think Chimaev can beat Belal. And I want that hype to be back up just so he can crash against Usman. He needs to avoid Kobe. I don't like Kobe, but Kobe will beat him. And then we're looking at trilogy with Usman. No, Usman is done with rematches. We need fresh blood. I need Chimaev. versus Belal. Chimaev beats Belal. Let Kobe go and fight Bonds because that's a very interesting fight right there. Because he can't wrestle Bonds. You might have saw what he did, saw when he tried to go to the floor with Bonds. He was like, let me get out immediately. Usman didn't dare go to the ground with Bonds. So let's give Chimaev versus Bonds. Let them stand. Bonds that has in his fists. Counters everywhere. Let them fight 3 rounds. Let those guys settle themselves out. Chimaev versus Belal. Usman versus Leon. Bonds versus Kobe.
All right,
Then
guys.
let's
The Oracle, aka the president of Kamaru Usman Fight Club fan club,
what do
has
you think?
spoken.
What do you
Uh,
think,
uh,
person?
huh. I actually do want to see Kobe versus Chimaev. I do want to see that. I know that Kobe will have the biggest mouth if he beats Chimaev, right? We will not hear the end of it. You understand?
Oh, what
And
beef?
I know that the world would shoot Chimaev to the moon when he beats when he beats Kobe. So either way, the champ will have his hand full again. But yeah, I can't. I never looked at it the way you put it. Bilal versus Chimaev, and then Kobe versus Burns. But well, we shall see. We shall see. And I just want to mention that Conor McGregor is in the picture as well. 170 Conor
Mhm,
McGregor. So
mhm,
not forgetting that there is a big piece of the puzzle there of the whole
mhm.
welterweight, because Conor McGregor is not going to fight any contender because
No, he's
they
not.
don't match with him very well. The only person that he
Mhm.
will fight with is the champ.
Usman. Mhm.
And Usman, man, we're falling into another different topic. Let's just move forward. Let's just move forward. All right. So
Come on, Africans!